Here. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Yes, we are back. We are live. What is going on? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Hope you guys are having the best motherfucking day of your entire fucking lives. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. Let's get into today's podcast episode in 3, 2, and 1. What is going on, other truckers? Welcome back to an episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your favorite online coach, Coach Al. Let's get it. In today's episode, we're talking about a little bit of my story on how I went from having kidney stones at 17 and being super overweight. My friends used to call me Fat Sal. For those who don't know, for my friends from home, I love you guys. This is not me talking shit. But that definitely didn't feel too good. And that was some of my motivation to embark on my fitness journey and do the things that I've done for the last few years. And in this episode, I'm going to break down some of those things for you guys because now I am a competitive bodybuilder who basically works out for a living and does fitness competitions. That's what I do. And I teach other people how to do the same thing. It's pretty fucking cool, remarkable, and I'm going to share some takeaways with you guys here today. Now, before I do that, I was joking around on the live stream before I hit this recording, and I literally just said the good life is sun, protein, and weights, and good sleep and water, and just having fun and being fucking mindful of the things you're doing and just enjoying life because that's what it's about, at least from my perspective. So I hope you guys can feel that energy today, and that's what I'm coming into with the podcast. So back to the title. This one's going to be short, sexy, straight to the point. Don't have a lot of time today. Now, the title, Kidney Stones to Fit Competitors. So for those who don't know, my senior year in high school was about 2013 to 14. When I was 17 years old, I developed a eating disorder. Now, I didn't go to a doctor. I didn't, get a diagnosis from anybody. But as I look back and I learn more, as I go into this space and I'm coaching other people and learning more things, it's something that was really a problem for me for a long time. I love my mom to death, and we've had conversations on this. But basically, she would always tell me things that I couldn't do, food I couldn't have, things I couldn't eat. And you guys know, the more your parents tell you don't want to do something, the more you want to fucking do it. And for me, it was just like a vicious cycle of continuously binging and stuffing my face with all these things. And I had no idea what calories were or macros, nutrition facts, I'll show you guys on the live stream, right? We have these foods and there's the nutrition labels that break it down. And sometimes you guys may be listening to this right now and you don't know what a macro is. You don't know how to read nutrition labels or track your food. And that's a problem in society, which is why I believe in coaching. Because when you understand what those things are, you're like, holy fuck, not only is it pretty easy, but it's also alarming to say, wow, there's some room for improvement here, right? So getting back to the story, my senior year, right? You're thinking about, okay, we're in high school, senior, we just started driving, 17 years old. I don't know anything about macros, nutrition. All I'm doing is pretty much stuffing my face every single weekend. And my mom continuously told me over and over again that, hey, you can do that. I know I'm talking fast, but like I said, I don't have a lot of time and I want to get this point across. Okay. So what I would do pretty much, I don't know how many days or how long, but I would hide in the bathroom and I would literally stuff my face with candy, cookies, chips, popcorn, ice cream. And I would hide it from my mom. I remember literally hiding the wrappers because I was afraid to get in trouble or my parents would yell at me because I had two younger brothers. Well, I have two younger brothers. Sorry. Should clear that up. They're still there. Love you, John Michael. But they wanted to make sure that I wasn't eating all the fucking food that I was. And that was a problem because I used it as a coping mechanism for handling the stressors of life. And, I hear that even with some of my clients, unfortunately. It's things that we're actively working on right now. But stress eating, emotional eating is a real thing. Why am I sharing that? Because I developed an eating disorder and kidney stones because of it. Now, that's where I was. Okay. And then we're going to go through the whole hero journey really quick, and we're going to break these things down a little bit more because that's where I started. My senior year in high school, I was playing high school football, and I was getting into fitness a little bit. I was learning some more about strength training. I didn't really know shit. Just like anybody, when you first start out, you don't know what you're fucking doing, right? You don't know what you don't know. And the only way you're going to continuously learn and get better is you go through the process. And here's the thing, of my 10 years of experience on being throughout my fitness journey, if that even makes sense, I've learned a lot of things, but simply put, one of the biggest things that I could share with you guys today in this episode is you don't know how far you're willing to go until you're willing to go too far. And basically what that means is you're capable of a lot more. You have to push yourself. There's always more reps in the tank, more things you can do, but you have to be willing to not only make mistakes, but have the courage to fight through all the adversity that will continuously test you on this journey of life. The more that you could push through that, the more success you will see in your fitness journey, your body, mindset, life. I truly believe that. And it's something that I always preach on this podcast. And for today's episode, talking about my story, I want you guys to just really sit in that for a moment. Because if you could grasp that, you'll be good. You'll be in a fucking good spot, okay? Valuable so far. If it is, let me fucking know. Drop some fire in the comments. We got a few people on each platforms here, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. If you guys are here with me live, let me know. Drop some fire in the chat box if we're getting something from this episode, okay? So just diving a little bit deeper into my story, where I came from, because here's the thing, and this is why I'm doing this, because I think it's very easy for people to come to my page and be like, okay, well, you've always been this way. You've always had it figured out. And for those who grew up with me and know me personally, especially my family, that hasn't always been the case. And I bring that up because I want to help inspire and motivate people to do the same thing, because we could all agree that our worst enemy, our worst critic is ourselves. Right? We understand that. We self-sabotage. We continuously play the victim, point the finger, blame the circumstances that we don't have what we want. But at the end of the day, if you just take true accountability for your actions and you seek guidance, you ask questions, you stay patient, consistent, disciplined, all these fucking things, eventually you put in the work, you will get what you fucking want. I'm living proof of that, which is the title of this fucking episode. I went from having kidney stones, a binge eating disorder, being overweight, labeled as a certain nickname that definitely impacted my confidence for years. I thought I was doomed. I thought I could not change. I thought I was going to be that person forever, because it's difficult when you're in the mix of that to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I understand that, which is why I'm fucking recording this. Okay? Understand that for a second. Feel my fucking energy. Regardless of where you're listening to this right now, you're in the car, you're walking, you're cooking, maybe you're at the gym on the treadmill, it doesn't fucking matter. Listen, go back like 2 times and listen over to that. If I could do it, so could you. I'll say that one more time. If I could do it, so can you. The problem is you don't believe that. Maybe you don't believe that. You feel overwhelmed and stressed out because you lack the clarity on what it is that you need to do. Right? You don't know what to do. You don't know where to start. So what do? We fall victim to our circumstances and we do what we've always done. And because of that, we get what we always gotten. That makes sense? Shit. And then that's why, like last night, one of my clients is here with me live now, Bear. We were on our team's call last night for 2 hours breaking things down, because this shit takes work. And I fucking love that. Like, that's arguably, I shouldn't say arguably, it is the like foundational piece to our program, is giving our clients a safe space to voice their struggles. Because when I first started, that's all I ever wanted. I didn't get that. So in my head, as I was going through it, I didn't know it at the time, but that's what we're fucking creating. And that's why I'm so passionate about it, because it is literally helping people change their lives. And also, there was a few of my clients last night that stepped up. Shout out to Callie. Shout out to Jess, Daniela, Claudia. There was a few of you guys that really spoke up and voiced how well you're doing. And that is just what it's all about. You know, like truthfully, like just I always had this intention when I started this whole thing, my page, podcast, coaching business, to just help other people. And for those who have been on the podcast for a little bit, you guys know that when I was growing up, all I said I wanted to do was help other people. I didn't know what that looked like. I've worked a lot of jobs that I fucking hated, but now I have the opportunity to do that. Why? Because I bet on myself and I continuously put the fucking work in every single fucking day, regardless of how I feel. There's plenty of days that I don't feel like doing the things I want or I should be doing, and I fucking do it anyway. So take your fucking emotions out of it. Stop playing the victim card and pointing the finger and blaming the circumstances why you don't have what you want, and start taking true self-accountability for your motherfucking actions, okay? And the more that you do that, you put your student hat on at all times, you keep this hat on, say, hey, I am always going to be a student. I will never have all of the answers. There's peace in that. There is freedom in that. It is liberating to be in that state of mind and say, hey, you know what? I don't have it all figured out. It's freeing, because then you could ask the questions from the right people. And if you do that over and over and over again, eventually there's something that is going to click in your mind and you will change your fucking life. Okay. So to wrap this up, to recap, going from kidney stones to fitness competitor, really quick. Now I am a competitive bodybuilder who literally works out for a living and has done one show so far. I'm working on doing my next one, but I have a really top level, top tier coach that I'm working with. We're building right now, off season, taking my time. And the next show I'm going to do, I'm going to fucking win. And I'm claiming that right now. because I did the Summer Shredding Classic in Houston at Alphaland back in June. I had intentions to win. I didn't because I did it naturally, and I placed 4th out of 70, which was great, but I wanted to win. And you know what? I could sit here and say that, you know, they were on this, and that, but I am not really upset with it because I gave 100%. So that's also something I can leave you guys with in this episode as well, is saying that, hey, as long as you give 100%, then you can put your head on the pillow at night and rest peacefully. And for me, that's all that fucking matters. So thank you guys for spending a couple minutes with me here today. Hope you got some value from this episode. If you did, let me know. Peace, love, and protein. We'll see you in the next one. Let's fucking get it. Okay, I've never talked faster in my life. I have to peace out. I have a meeting with my team that I need to get to, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you have the best day ever. We'll chat soon.